Hello everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back returning viewers and returning subscribers. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. This is a nice place where I sit down and discuss things knit and crochet wise. So, how has everyone's week been so far? I hope you're having a good one. I sure did. I've been quite busy. Had a lot of things going on this week. I had jury duty yesterday, and before that I had something very important to do. It took a lot of courage to do what I had to do, but I got it done, and I'm so very thankful. And yeah, so let's get right into it today. This podcast is coming out a little bit later this week. Like I said, early in the week I had other things going on and was just busy, so yeah. All right, well, I've got quite a few different things, crochet-wise and knit-wise, some things I finished and some things I didn't get a chance to work on, and while I started other little projects. Oh my. The first thing I want to show you is finished, and I have it in here because it's going to be a little gift for someone. I won't say who, because they could be watching, but I crocheted up a fox scarf. And I just got the picture, and there's the fox. He looks like he's biting his tail. And it's done by making this double here. That's how I made that. And so you can put it through the end. This is for a child, so it's a child size. I just followed a picture here that I got off the internet and just tried to do my best to recreate from the photo. There he is, little crochet fox. For his body, I used Red Heart Super Saver. This colorway is called Carrot. And then the white is just a little bit of, let's see if I have the yarn and the label in here. Yes, I do, down at the bottom. I used Caron Simply Soft, and this is a tweed. What's the shade on this? Let's see. Off-white. That's what it's called, off-white. So Caron Simply Soft, 4-weight, worsted weight, off-white, and Red Heart Super Saver in Carrot. And then the black was just a little bit of black acrylic yarn that I had around the house. So it was quite quick to work up. Just all done in half double crochet with a number 5 millimeter crochet hook. I think it's really cute. It's really cute. Cute for a little child. And the way it works is you wrap it around the neck, and then this piece goes in here like so. And there you go. Really cute for, well, for one of any age, I guess. You can make these adult size. There are many, many patterns over there on the internet. All kinds. Etsy has patterns. Ravelry has patterns. Lots of patterns for these. They're quite popular. They even have hats and things. I didn't do the hat because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough yarn. So that will be given away soon. All right, and that's what I completely finished. Now, from my shorts last week, you did see some things that I'm working on, works in progress. So here is one, and if you haven't seen my shorts, I will put it on for you. This was the top-down raglan sweater that I done with the garter stitch for the collar. Someone had asked, it looks quite difficult, and they were not sure if they could try it, but I just want to encourage you, yes, you can. The only thing I done for this was take a tape measure and measure around my head, the widest part of my head, so it will go over, you know, even though it's going to be a cardigan, that's how I measured to begin with. And then I added 1 inch to that measurement. And then just went with that length and just done it back and forth, but in the round, but yet back and forth on a circular needle. I used a size 7 for the collar, and I done 7 rows of knit only. That makes the garter stitch. And then the raglan is not hard. You just take the number and you divide for the sleeves and for the fronts. That may be a little bit tricky for some, but I can tell you the fronts and backs will be double the number as usually the sleeves. So if you have an even, I'm thinking if you have an even number like 100 stitches or 120, that's pretty easy to divide. So usually the back and the front, let's say you have 100 stitches, the back would be like 40 and the front, it'd be like 30 and 30, and then the other for the sleeves, 25 and 25. It's not adding up, but anyway, on paper, you can figure it out. Just be sure that your back piece and your front piece are usually just about twice as many stitches as you'd be for the arm. And then after you do the collar up here, because you don't increase in the collar, you just work that even. I did 7 rows, okay? Then you begin by putting stitch markers in where you want divided, you know, for the arms and for the front and back. And then each time you come to that stitch marker, you're going to do a yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. And that's all you're going to do. And that'll automatically put you at 8 increases every other row. Okay, so you do the increases that way at each stitch marker. You'll do your yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, go to the next stitch marker, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, all the way around. And then when you come back, you will do just an all purl if you're doing basic stockinette stitch, or you'll just follow your pattern for another row as I have done for the rib stitch. And this wasn't hard. It wasn't hard just to do a rib stitch. Just follow the knits and purls, and yeah. Just practice is all I can say. Try maybe making a child size or an infant size and practice that way. But you can do it. Just takes a little practice. So, yeah, all right. Let's see. I'm going to put this on for you. Show you how far I come along in it. And I like it. It's very nice. It's a perfect fit. I'm not sure how that happened, but it just turned out to be a perfect fit. I was a little bit worried, yes. This was not going to be wide enough, but it is. It even overlaps with room to spare, as you can see. Very, very nice. This is a long t-shirt I have on, by the way. My hips are right here. Right here is the upper part of my hip. This is the widest part of my hip. So, yeah. I love it. Love the fit. All I have to do now is just the bands here going down. And down here. One side will have the buttonholes. One side will not. And I'm going to do that in garter stitch as well, like I did the bottom. And then after that, it's just on to the sleeves. Continuing in the rib stitch. And I'm going to do a straight sleeve, going straight down with that rib stitch. And then at the last two rounds, I'm going to sharply decrease probably every other stitch to make that cuff come in. But yeah, that's just the same garter stitch as the top. So this is a very soft, very fuzzy sweater. I used those 2 yarns held double. It was Lion Brand Wool Ease worsted weight, not the Thick and Quick. It was the worsted weight. And then I held that double with a silk mohair, Drops Kids silk mohair. And that made this. So, okay. I already like wearing it. I know I'm going to try to get this finished here. I'd like to get it finished. Well, I'd like to get it finished before the end of January, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I've got so many other things I'm doing. And I got to tell you something. This kind of irked me a little bit. My son wanted a vest, and remember last podcast I showed you the back piece? Well, he decides now he doesn't want acrylic. He wants wool, and he wants army green color because he wants me to replicate him a World War II vest. Here's a photo. He wants me to duplicate that, and I told him, oh, okay. And he wants really fine yarn. I thought, do you realize that's going to take some time now because fingering weight yarn is going to take longer than if you use a worsted weight, but that's what he wants. So, and if he changes his mind this time, I'm going to have to tell him, well, son, sorry. You're going to have to settle with what you asked for because I started these projects and I'm not able to finish them. And then the yarn I had last time, the Red Heart Soft, it's navy blue. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that now. It'll go in my stash, probably be made into something somewhere along the lines sometime. But anyway, he picked out a yarn, and not this color, but he wants this in an olive green. Drops, let's see, this is Drops Baby Merino. Oh, yeah. And it is a fingering weight yarn. It's almost a lace weight. It's almost a lace weight. It's a number 2. It's gonna take me some time to do this, and he wants this like soon. I told him, I says, the smaller, the finer the yarn is, the longer it's going to take to knit. That's just how it is. And you got to use small needle with this. You got to. I think it recommends up to a size 6 on here. Yeah, it's recommending. It's recommending a U.S. size 2.5. I don't even think I can go up to a 6 on this. No. Probably would start out, I'm thinking I'm going to do a number 3, U.S. size 3 for the rib, and then I'm going to go up to a U.S. 5, and we'll see how that works. It might be too loose of a gauge, so I may have to go down to a 4, but you know how long that's going to take. I'm rolling my eyes. It's like, oh, anyway. All for the love of knitting, right? Okay. All right. Next thing I have going on, you've also seen this in my shorts. And I haven't made any progress since the last short. Same with this. After I'd made those shorts, I kind of put the projects down. But this is a crochet piece from Katarina Designs, and I've got it to where I'm at the arms now. I did a little bit on the arms. It doesn't feel as big as an elephant anymore. I went down quite a few sizes, and I had to go way back into the yoke and work it to where I knew it was going to fit me. We're just going to try it on here. Right on camera, I don't care. I can never pull the back down. probably should have paused, yeah. Oh, anyway. But see, the fit is much nicer. Much better. Let's stand up. Oh, well, now you can't see. There we are. There we are. The fit is so much better now. The back just kind of, oh, there it goes. There we go. There's the back. And I had to decrease some stitches in here around the midsection because it was even too large. The arms are still quite loose, but that's all right. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the looseness of the arms, and I'm going to come all the way down, and I'm going to do a tighter cuff. I like to get it right here if I can. So just keep a try on each time I try it on. But this design is beautiful. I think the yoke is so beautiful. Katarina Designs has so many wonderful, beautiful makes. Check out her channel. I'll put a link in the description for that. So those are, whoops, now we're going to put the camera back down. I changed out of that. So those are two of my current works in progress for the week. With all that fluff, I feel like I got to sneeze. Yeah, I had to readjust a little bit. I think that's better. All right. So yeah, I'm going to try to get back to this again here soon. I really want to work on my son's vest. So this might not get done this month. It might be closer to February. I don't know. We'll see what I decide to do. All right, and this, yeah, this works up so quick. This one is a fast workup. Very fast. Yarn, I think I mentioned before, see, I went down a size hook when I got to the body. I didn't mention that. I was working it on a number 5mm crochet hook, and I went down to a number 4mm crochet hook when I done the body, just to tighten it up a little bit. So that's one thing different I done. And the two different yarns for that yoke, once again, are Yarn Smith's Lagoon. This is beautiful yarn. I think it's on sale too right now. Yarn Smith's Lagoon and Robin Double Knit. Reminds me of robin eggs. I think last time I said robin egg double. Reminds me of the color of robin eggs. And it's named Robin, so I don't know. It's just a little light sport weight acrylic. This is a light sport weight acrylic too. Very soft yarns all over at Wool Warehouse. I'm not affiliated with Wool Warehouse yet, but it would be nice if they would allow me to do that. I mean, you know, I use enough of their yarns. I'm going to put this down a little more. There we go. You know, anyway. And also what I'm wearing today, this I did not knit. This is just a thrift store sweater. Nice, long, and comfortable with pockets. All right, now the next thing I had, not sure if I worked on it either since the last you've seen it. I think I set it aside because I wanted to finish the other two. But I'll show you again when I find the front section here. This is just a little self-drafted top-down sweater in the round. There is no yoke here. Well, this is the yoke, but there's no open increases at the corners. Now, you can also make sweaters like that if the yoke increases and the division is too scary, you know, which it can be. It can be intimidating for people that are fairly new to making your own garments. So here is a more simple, basic one. You just start with a number of stitches. Make sure it's going to slip over your head, and make sure they are not twisted when you join them in the round. And I began on a size 10 US 10 knitting needle and done a 1x1 rib. And then when I finished the rib, I increased just by well, how you would increase in the round by lifting the leg of the other and putting it over. But you can look that up too online, how to do lifted leg increases or increases in the round. That's all I done. Every few rows, about every 4 or 5 rows, I increased by about 8 to 10 stitches. And just kept trying it on, making sure, you know, it's gonna be at my shoulders. It's back a little ways, so it's gonna be a little bit, gonna be just the right fit. Not loose, but not real snug. So, and this is a scrappy project. This is a scrappy project. I had leftover yarns from last year. I had a lot of these left over from a blanket that I made last year. And you can get these also at Wool Warehouse. This yarn I think is very inexpensive, but it's very soft, and it's I think this is a premium anti-pilling acrylic. Premium anti-pilling acrylic. And there's generous yardage on these. Each one of these has 295 meters or 322 yards. And I think it's around $2. And I had a lot of different colors in here. And it's a sport weight. It's a sport weight. So I held it double. And that's how I got that bulky. So I got that so bulky. I'm trying to pull out one with the label. I held it double with this here. King Cole Poplar Chunky. This is beautiful, beautiful yarn. Beautiful. It's got, it's like a minty, frosty green with some hints of grays and lavenders in there. It's beautiful. It's called Meadow Mist is the colorway. King Cole Poplar Chunky Meadow Mist. They still have it at Wool Warehouse, so hop over there and see if you can get yourself some if you like. But that's what I used, held double with the other. And I'm just changing the colors because I have a lot of different colors in here, blues, greens, you know, the like. So I really want to get back to working on it. And oh yes, after I forgot to mention, after I finished the ribbing here, I switched to a size 13. This is my big needle, so my big 13. And there's the yarns held double. So, and I'm just shifting colors, as you can see in there. So it's going to be quite thick. I need to get busy working on it because I want to finish it while we have cold weather yet. You know, I'd like to wear it. That happened to me last year. I started a couple sweaters and then the weather just warmed up and I wasn't able to wear them. And also, what else have I done? Oh, last time I showed you this wool, this is Kodiak. Some very old wool, 4 years old wool, very soft, very nice rustic wool. And I was starting my son's vest on that, and he, like I said, he didn't like it. So I thought, I'm gonna make myself a pair of mittens with it. And I got this one almost done. This is just a straight up rib stitch. Knit 2 and purl 1. Knit 2 and purl 1 rib stitch, or is it knit 2, purl 2? Let me check. Let me check. My apologies, it's knit 2, purl 2. Knit 2, purl 2. Oh, these are so warm. I just need to do the thumbnail. I got it on the little afterthoughts here on my little string. Just need to finish that and then just focus on another. I have like 4 of these. And I still have this much left of this one ball. So I'll probably be able to finish the other one. What size of needle did I use? I think I used an 8 circular. Now I do it magic loop method. This is very long. It's a number 8 circular. I use this. That's how I always do things in the round, no matter how small or how large. I do the magic loop method for just about everything. So there's that. I forgot about that. Well, I put it in bag with the other sweater. Okay, now for, let's see. I really didn't want to show you this again because you've seen it last time, and I haven't picked this up either. So this is just the beginnings of the Dervla sweater. I showed you this last week. I'm just beginning the flower motif, a little flower color work. So there's not much going on with that. I'll talk more about that when I get it for a little bit further along. But anyway, I saved the best for last. I saved the best for last. And also I want to show you a little bit of some thrift store yarn that my son picked up for me. This isn't the best thing though. I'm saving the best for very last. I'll show you this first. He picked this bag of yarn up for me. It's just a scrap bag of yarn. And I thought, oh, I don't really need any more acrylic yarn. But I got to looking in here and looking it over, and almost 95% of the yarn in here, almost all of it, is cotton. And that is something I could use. It's all cottons. Oh, except for this piece here that someone threw in. I think that's it. I thought this was acrylic too, but no, it's cotton. You can always tell by the feel between acrylic, at least I can, between cotton and acrylic. It's all cotton. So, wow. What a blessing. There's so many different colors. This here is a little bit, this is a vintage yarn. That's a vintage one. I've never even heard of that. So I think he said he paid like, I don't know, not very much at all for this. But there's all kinds of classic colors in here. Sugar and cream. A lot of these colors, you know, they don't make this anymore. They don't make these colors anymore. There's a color. Don't make any more shade. A lot of different colors in here. Now this here might be acrylic. Yeah, this is. That one is. So take that out. So I'm trying to keep it sorted. I just want all cotton in here. But I think that is it. That's even cotton. Yep. What about this green? Yeah, that's cotton. And ooh, it's cotton sparkly. I'll save that one for Christmas time next year because I'm seeing some Christmas coasters or something. There's a lot of this color here in there. So a lot of cotton. I could definitely use cotton. I am very low on my dishcloths. And I love this stuff for dishcloths. It's about all I use. And placemats in the kitchen. And then I make larger mats in my kitchen for my pots and pans when they come. I double it. I knit them and then I double layer them. And then when my pots and pans, you know, I got something coming out of the oven or whatever, I'm cooking, I just set it on my counter and it's fine. That double layer cotton is very, very good. Also, as dish mats. I use those too as dish mats to lay at the side of my sink and put my cups upside down, my glasses that I don't want broken. So I use that a lot. All right, now, oh, this is almost 30 minutes. I apologize. I hope you had something to drink. I was getting quite thirsty there too. Now for the surprise, and this is a goodie. I found this pattern. This lady has outrageously wonderful patterns too. And her name is Kelly from Craft and a Cuppa. So hello, Kelly. I'm giving you a little shout out. She came up with this pattern, I think, I don't know how long ago it was, not too long ago. And it's an all over wraparound long granny stitch. My favorite stitch. My favorite stitch is granny stitch. And she came up with this granny stitch cardigan and it wraps around your body. You start it, it's going to be long. And it's another stash buster. Oh, perfect. Because I've got all these acrylic yarns that I want to use up. Because I'm going to start switching over to more natural fibers. I'm putting it around my body, and it's quite a little bit loose. That's all. You go straight up until you reach the arms up here, and then you do the dividing. But you don't need me to tell you all how to make this. Head over. I will put the link for this pattern in her description box, and she has a full-length tutorial, which is wonderful. This is my progress on it so far, and I'm just using scrap yarns. I have a lot of this Caron Simply Soft in the Tweedy tweeds. That's for the ribbing that I used, and then in between the rows. And then I've got a lot of different colors in here, and these are just all old acrylic yarns that I've had for a long time. A lot of different shades. This is an oldie. That's an older one. A lot of them come from the thrift store, you know. And also this color is going to go in too. I wanted to make it like fall tone shades if I can. And then I have this shade that I'm pulling back from a shawl that I started. I know this was a very pretty color on me, but I never even showed it to you all this time. It was a very old vintage shawl, but I'm going to try to put that color in. So yeah, I will put a link to that in my description. But like I said before, give me a little time, because links will take me from the time the video is completely uploaded. It'll take me a good 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get those links put down in there. So I thought that was very pretty. You can use any color. You can use she says you can use any yarn you want, although she said acrylic might be more optimal or cotton, because, well, cotton's going to stretch and grow. So if you use cotton, don't make it too long, or you're going to add another 6-inch, probably, well, at least another 4 or 5 inch length by the time you wash it, and because cotton's going to grow. But any acrylic yarn, any size yarn, any size crochet hook, you just follow that. It's just a simple granny stitch. So, but I thought it was amazing. Yeah, this is really old. This is just a shawl I started way back last winter. It's just I think it was a Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I kind of like the stitch pattern. It's a moss stitch. Yeah, I had started it, but I need the yarn. I'd rather put it into that, so I like the color. Sometimes I'll do that, frog things back, or leave them sit in the... I store a lot of my older yarns and things in my closet, and I have a shelf up there that's a tub. So I'll put the things in a tub, and I call it the shelf of shame. Or the tub of shame, where all the languishing projects go. You know, someday, just for fun, I may get that out, and because I've got, you know, a few in there that I've never completed. I think some were from some were from over a year and a half ago, some a year ago, some maybe a little older than that. So, well, that's everything I had to share with you today. So, all of you take care. I thank you all for watching this all the way to the end. Maybe sometime coming up, I'd like to do that tutorial coming up for you. I'm working on that. I want to finish it. I want to completely finish the item. Then after I finish the item, I want to take a different style of yarn in the tutorial, so you can see it worked up, you know, with the worsted weight and then with the sport weight. So anyway, all right, well, All of you take care and you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next time, okay? Bye, friends.